you go in the orange one, you'll come out the blue. And if you go in the blue one, you'll come out the orange. So notice that he wants to get on top of that grating there, so you can grab the box. He's going to go through his portal.
Okay.
The portals are dynamic. You can put them on walls, floors, or ceilings, pretty much anywhere you want, with the exception of this sort of black, shiny surface here that is non-placeable. So it's to make challenges a little bit more difficult.
Yeah.
We've got infinite X recursion on our portals too. Set that up. So you can set up infinite hallways that you can just run down. Gravity is always down, so you can set yourself up for an infinite fall. So he's opening the door to the room by pressing down that button, so he's going to go out to the next chamber. So there's two buttons here. One of them he can weigh down with his body, and the other one he can weigh down with the box there. But he can't get to the box right now because it's surrounded by the black surface there. So he's going to have to try and figure out how to get that lift to move. And to activate it, he needs to put an energy ball in that catcher on the floor. So he's going to do that right now using the portals. It goes in the blue and out the orange. So he's going to try and get the box now. It's situated on top of the platform. I'm going to go on to the next challenge. In this room, you've got these two red buttons that you need to hold down in order to open the door. It's right over here. And so one of them you can weigh down with yourself, and the other one you're going to need a box or something heavy to put on. There's a box there, but currently he can't get to it because this black shiny material won't allow you to place portals. But you can place portals on walls, floors, or ceilings. So he's going to try and get that lift, where the box is, to start moving by activating this catcher here with an energy ball. So in the blue and out the orange. Now that it's active, I'm going to try and grab that box. With this game, basically what we wanted to try and do is, it's a pretty short game, it's about 3 hours, but we wanted to experiment with the gameplay and see how people react to it. And with the episodic content that Valve's been doing, we're actually able to do a game like this that is 3 hours and takes about, we worked on this for about a year, and there's 7 of us on the team. And it didn't cost gobs and gobs of money in order to create, a 20-something hour game that takes 7 years to make and a team of like 50 people. But we can get this shipped and out to the public in a year and a half and see how people like it. So in our game we have a little bit of combat with these turrets here, but unlike other first-person shooters, you don't have access to a grenade in order to lob at it. So you have to be a little bit more creative in how you beat the turrets. We've got a fully implemented physics system with our portals here. Things are going to react like, well, you'd think they should with a multi-dimensional portal. Here he's going to try and drop a box in that turret's head. Not only is Portal going to be in this package, but as you see on the other screen there, there's going to be Half-Life 2. which is the best version of Half-Life 2 yet. It's taking advantage of HDR. We put it back into the game, and it's using multi-core when it's going to be released, so it'll run at 60 frames per second. And the terrain's been optimized, so it runs a lot smoother, and our level loading is actually faster than Half-Life 2. We've also got Episode 1, which continues the series, and in Episode 2, we've sort of upped the technology and the story and the gameplay because of the episodic content. We're able to just iterate more quickly on the source engine. So with Episode 2, you are traveling through a forest north of City 17, and so we've been able to develop the new foliage system that helps flesh out our forest areas.
No, not today.
We're also using...
Here's the basic mechanic of our game. You can create portals wherever you want. You have two at all times, and they're interconnected. So the orange one goes to the blue, and the blue goes to the orange. So he wants to get up there to get that box. So he's going to go through the orange portal and come out the blue one. And then you can go back through the blue one if you want, come out the orange. He's going to grab that box. Objects can go through as well. On any concrete surface, but we do have off-limit surfaces, such as see that black kind of shiny stuff. Anything that's highly reflective is a non-portable surface. We use it as basically a way of ramping up challenges. So in each room, there's several gameplay objects to figure out what to do with. So here we've got two buttons, and if you hold them down, they'll open that exit door. And you can hold down one with his body weight, which is going to need a box for the other one. There's the box. But you can't get to it because it's surrounded by no portal materials. So he's going to have to try and figure out how to activate the lift that the box is on. So the lift can go, we've got a couple different types. We've got one that goes horizontally, like that, and then we've got one that goes vertically. In order to activate the lift, we need to put an energy ball in a socket. The socket's right there on the floor. He's going to grab that energy ball. It's going to go in the orange portal and out the blue one. Box. Now he's going to try and get the box.
Oh, wow.
Now that he's got it, so now that he's got the box, he can get the box. So basically, Portal is just sort of an experiment with gameplay and early based on our background.
Have you been receiving? Well, I know the press is kind of talking about when they talk about Portal, they talk about Prey.
We had no idea Prey existed when we created our bacular drop.
Right.
I think when Prey was first announced, we were, I don't know, 13, 14 years old. We're all in our early 20s. So.
Right.
So we had no idea Prey existed. We were pretty much done with our bacular drop when we heard about it.
Right.
We were like, oh, that game has portals too. Okay. And,
it doesn't. I don't think you know.
I think it's. I mean, I haven't played much of Prey, but I mean,
It's a very
different beast.
Very different mechanic. Absolutely.
So we've got a little bit of combat in our game with our turrets here, but unlike Half-Life 2, you don't have a grenade that you can just throw at it.
Yeah.
Cross your fingers, but so you've got to think about it a little bit more creatively. So right here, he's going to drop a box on the turret's head.
Were you big Valve Half-Life fans?
Oh yeah. So we were really excited to be able to put our game in the Half-Life universe.
Right. Sure.
And there's a story that's going to connect up with Gordon's Half-Life world, but it's not anything we're going to reveal right now.
Gotcha.